never be a memory.
And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. Make sure I'm good. Make sure I'm Gucci. How's everyone holding up, huh? We good? We surviving this apocalypse? Good. I knew you would. So, today is an interesting day. I'm pretty sure you've all heard Bernie Sanders has dropped out of the presidential race.
Which takes me to the state of our presidential campaign. I wish I could give you better news, but I think you know the truth. And that is that we are now some 300 delegates behind Vice President Biden, and the path toward victory is virtually impossible. So while we are winning the ideological battle, and while we are winning the support of so many young people and working people throughout the country, I have concluded that this battle for the Democratic nomination will not be successful. And so today, I am announcing the suspension of my campaign. Please know that I do not make this decision lightly. In fact, it has been a very difficult and painful decision.
And it does weigh heavy on my heart. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Coming into this, originally I was a Sanders supporter, and then I shifted to Andrew Yang and became part of the Yang Gang. Not only because of policy reasons, but because of Russell from Grassroots Yang Gang. He really was that bridge that connected me to really getting to know Yang and love Yang and his policies. And as you can see, dedicated my damn channel to Andrew Yang. But my number two and my number three were always Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard. As we already know, Tulsi Gabbard suspended her campaign. She stayed in for quite a long time. And as of today, breaking news, Bernie Sanders has suspended his campaign. So you got to look at it from my angle. The three people that I put my hope into are no longer in the presidential race. And it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You know, I even saw Paget was bothered by it. And, you know, now it's down to handsy Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And I don't see Biden winning. Now, at the same time, you could say, well, are you going to put your support behind Biden? You're saying you don't see Biden win, but are you going to put your everything and put your all behind Biden to help him win? And I'm not going to bullshit any of you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to any of you. The answer is no. No, Biden hasn't earned my vote. He hasn't even attempted to earn my vote. He hasn't even tried. He doesn't give a fuck about me. You know, he didn't take UBI on. He doesn't give a fuck about any version of Medicare for all. He's a relic, stuck in the past, stuck in this time where the Obama years, where he was looked upon with glee, and that's what he wants to go back to. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about me. All he cares about is himself and becoming president, putting that on his resume. And we all swallowed in 2016, and majority of the people voted for Hillary Clinton. They did that lesser of two evils ideology that people were putting out, that rhetoric that people were putting out. And it's just not going to work this time. You can't shame people into not voting for someone that shares 0% interest in what you believe. When you go to having a guy like Andrew Yang, who's talking about things that affect the modern world, when he's talking about automation, when he's talking about brick and mortar being destroyed by online, when he's talking about universal basic income, when you got a guy who's been like Bernie Sanders, who's been fighting his entire life, whether you agree with what he has to say or not, whether you agree with how he wants to get there or not, he's always been on the right side of history. Majority of the time. That stimulus bill, not a good choice. But again, everyone makes mistakes. We just got through talking about Yang making a mistake, right? That he got a lot of backlash for. I gave Bernie some shit. You can look at the channel. I gave Bernie a lot of shit for voting incorrectly on that stimulus bill. But these people have fought for us for a long time. And Bernie Sanders has fought for us for a long time. And I guess what's sad about it is this is it. There won't be another political run. Bernie's not running in 2024. If he would have made it this time around, I think he might have only been able to do 4 years. And I say this because being the president ages you tremendously. It's a lot of stress. Look at Barack when he came in and when he went out. Holy shit. Right? Even look at Sanders when he first started in 2016 and now. Even then, he looks like he's aged immensely. So, even if he would have got in, I think he probably only would have did 1 term. But I don't see him running again. I really don't see him running for president again. So this is it. This is it. And I think history is going to look back at itself and they're going to say, he wasn't as crazy as we thought. During that era, why did they shun him in the way that they did? I think it's honestly going to look back. I think history is honestly going to look back and say that and see that. And look, Yang responded to Sanders dropping out, and I just wanted to share with you what Yang said. So Andrew Yang said, Bernie Sanders is a fucking hero. Let's come together and beat this guy. Now he's going to get a ton of pushback for saying let's come together and beat this guy. Trump will remain president of the United States. That's just what it's going to be. I honestly do not see majority of Sanders supporters putting their differences aside and voting for Joe Biden. I don't see it. I can't. Some of them will, but majority won't. But let's look at the first part of what he said. Bernie Sanders is a fucking hero. I've covered countless interviews with Andrew Yang, and Andrew Yang was a Sanders supporter. Andrew Yang was influenced and inspired by Bernie Sanders. He said this himself many, many times. So I know, and people are going to say, people are attacking him saying, but you didn't endorse him. He's a math kind of guy. He endorsed the guy that had the path to victory, and it was Joe Biden. He could tell that early on it was Joe Biden. But I know this fucking hurts. I know it hurts him. I know it does. I know this bothers him. And it's a sad day. Whether you fuck with Sanders or not, it's a sad day, especially for me, because I'll reiterate, the 3 people that I put some hope and faith into are no longer in, and we have a man with dementia who is the nominee. It's incredibly sad. It's incredibly frustrating. Does that mean we give up on things like UBI? Does that mean we give up on things like a version of Medicare for all? Does that mean that we give up? No, absolutely not. But it's sort of like the end of an era. And I'm sure Bernie Sanders is going to continue to fight. But there's no way he's running for POTUS again. And, I don't see him running as a third party either. People are saying, oh, run as a third party. I don't know. I don't see it. and he'd probably be shunned. Mainstream media would, decimate him as they usually do anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you that breaking news. Bernie Sanders suspends his campaign. So listen, for the first week Yang suspended his campaign, that week was a tough week. That was a hard week. And then from there, I knew it was only going to be downhill. And now Sanders, suspended his. Tulsi Gabbard suspended hers. So Trump will remain POTUS. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. If you think Joe Biden has a shot at beating Donald Trump, let me know and tell me why you think he has a chance. If he has any shot, it would be because of this coronavirus situation. But man, oh man, I don't see it. As a matter of fact, Trump even came out and said something. He said, Bernie Sanders is out. Thank you, Elizabeth Warren. If not for her, Bernie would have won almost every state on Super Tuesday. This ended just like the Democrats and the DNC wanted, same as the crooked Hillary fiasco. The Bernie people should come to the Republican Party trade. I don't think they're coming to the Republican Party. I don't think that's happening, sir. But I think, and it's what I said in one of my previous videos, I think they just might stay home. I think a lot of the Yang Gang was going to do that too. Because Sanders didn't adopt UBI, and because he didn't really court any of Yang's policies, I had a feeling a lot of Yang Gang was either going to write Yang in or they were going to stay home as well. So now that's an even bigger chunk. So now you got the Sanders supporters that are probably going to stay home, and you've got a huge chunk of Yang Gang that are probably going to stay home or write in Yang. The writing's on the wall. Donald Trump, he's probably smiling ear to ear right now. Donald Trump will remain POTUS. And hear me now, quote me later, he will hammer the Tara Reade allegations against Joe Biden. Hammer. And on top of that, he's going to attack the media as well for not covering it. He's going to say, look, they had allegations against me. They were all over it, as they should be. But they turned a blind eye to Joe Biden, and they're sacrificing what this girl went through just to dethrone me. Man, he's going to hammer Biden. So, I don't know. I do have another segment I was going to bring you that I was working on. That's still going to come. Maybe tonight, most likely tomorrow. But this was breaking news, and I just wanted to bring it to you guys. Let me know how you feel, because I get a lot of different perspectives on my channel. Some of you hate Bernie, some of you like Bernie, some of you have no feelings at all towards Bernie. Let me know in the comment section, how do you feel, if it's even bothered you in the least bit that Bernie Sanders has suspended his campaign. I'm always eager to hear what you guys have to say. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I got a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright.